Okay, we're back. We're back. So you were saying there was somebody that you want to show the podcast to. You don't want to say his name, so we'll leave that out. But you're saying you've had some conversations.
We've had conversations, even about my sons, where he's been absolutely helpful in his response. I mean, to the point where I think once I even embraced it, I was like, thank you, I really appreciate that, man. Yeah. But for someone with that much conscientiousness, that much even empathy, for him to be able to accept a man like Trump only because he, I must say, even if he fucking helped the country, if he helped the country monetarily, if he put more money in his pocket, but for him to be able to differentiate that, or the way he was outside of politics, and even though he hadn't done it at that time, you could see the potential was there. This dude wanted to rule the country.
He wanted to rule.
I mean, that is just not. That's not just somebody saying something. That dude wanted to rule this country, and if he could have gotten away with it, or again, if he was capable, I'll say it that way.
He'd be Vladimir Putin right now.
Yeah. Yes, and he still had that. If he still had that same aspiration and he was competent, we would have a dictator right now. If that man was a genius, like a Lex Luthor.
Yeah, if it was Lex Luthor,
we would have a dictator.
If Jeff Bezos was in that,
absolutely,
in that position, we would have a dictator right now.
Yep.
Jeff Bezos with a want for the
for the
for that type of power,
or not even just the presidency, but if he wanted to be a dictator like Trump wanted to be,
exactly,
he would have been a dictator.
Yeah,
or he would be a dictator.
So I think here's the thing that understand with the reason why the people who are so concerned about Trump is that it's not that he does bad things. We all do bad things.
Absolutely.
We all do bad things. We all have, in any discerning person, that can go in with themselves will learn from that eventually and try to get better, And sometimes if you're in a position of power and you do a bad thing, it can make for a horrible mistake that hurts a lot of people.
Right.
And you might have to live with that as well. People in power have to face those things too.
Right.
But we need someone who's able to learn from those mistakes, who isn't just in it for the sake of power, for the sake of looking to make themselves look better no matter what the cost.
Exactly.
And that's the dangerous part. The things that he's exhibited in the past 30, 40 years have all been about to make him appear strong, him appear better, even though in a lot of those things he's looked foolish.
Absolutely.
Because he's a buffoon.
Exactly. That's the thing that really baffles you.
He's a buffoon. That's hilarious. But him wanting the power, that's scary.
Right.
The fact that he's a buffoon is very helpful, and that he hasn't gained the absolute power.
Absolutely.
Other than this, oh shit, there's a lot of other buffoons who beat the drum.
Right.
Beat the drum. Fucking, do the thing, and they're just like, yeah, beat the drum.
Right. See,
hit the wall.
They're not the
build the wall.
Right.
Build the wall.
But I'm not concerned about them.
I'm concerned about them because there's so many of them.
I get that.
And
I get
that's that's where the Civil War comes.
Right.
It comes from those apes.
I'm afraid of the
that
one
don't have power but want validity.
Right. I'm afraid of the one who's lurking, who's the competent one who thinks like he does.
Who thinks like he
On
does.
every level.
Who has any level of influence.
Right. That's and not only that, because he saw what he did, but he saw what he could have done.
Yeah.
That's
that person is alive, by the way. Let's just hope he dies before he gets a chance. No offense.
Absolutely.
I need to make a spin-off podcast called No Offense. And I need to make another spin-off called oh shit. Oh shit. It was No Offense, and I'll come back to it.
Right.
Fuck! It was right there. Oh man.
I think we talked about this too. I think
we did, and I had
a phone
it.
Call or something.
Damn, I had it too, man. It was right there. It would have been good. Now it's going to be stupid.
Right.
I can't fucking remember.
Well, maybe you just cut this part out if you do.
No, I'm never going to cut. No. The stupidity is also,
absolutely.
When people start watching it,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's part of the story.
Absolutely.
I'm an idiot. Anyone who's watched this knows that. That's the fun part. You can sit there and stare at the screen and be like, ha 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 ha. What? Why did you say that? Oh, ha 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 ha. You know, there's enough of all of it.
Right.
And then a little bit of.
Right.
Some episodes there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of.
Right.
I thought this was supposed to be a comedy.
Right.
He's talking about all that shit.
Yeah, well, that's part of it, man. Shit. But yeah, that's the one I'm afraid of, man. Is that dude, that fucking competent nut, that like every other aspect of Trump, that that he thought.
I've had enough. Sorry.
Yeah. Of what? Of Trump?
No, that was the other one.
Oh.
No offense, and I've had enough.
I actually remember the conversation. Yeah. That's funny. No offense. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, we're worried. We're worried about the guy. We're worried about the new guy.
Oh yeah.
I was just sitting there the whole time you were saying that, like,
right. Yes.
What was it? Stupid.
Oh fuck. That's funny how you like those kinds of things that you want to fucking remember so bad. Man.
Oh, they just scratch your brain like chalk on the chalk. You're just like, hey, why?
Yeah. Well, I'm 60 now, so now sometimes I feel it leaving, man.
Oh,
and it's funny too. It's crazy because like it'll be right there, and I'll be like, oh, okay. I think I remember. Mm-hmm. Like I'll go, okay, just think back, and I feel it actually moving away. I'm like, yo, wait a minute.
Hey.
Wait. After a while, I'll be like, you know what? It's gone. I ain't no need to even being upset.
The thing is, I feel
Let it go.
I feel that. What you just said, I feel that now. What is that?
Oh, shit.
I feel it now, but I don't calm down most of the time.
Right. Well, see, maybe that's it.
I'm just like, oh.
You know what? As a matter of fact,
I know that you're getting further.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, when I was younger, actually, that's what it is. What I would do. I would kind of like just get pissed off, not be pissed off all day.
Yeah, but you now feel it moving away.
Yeah, you do feel it moving away. But now I feel it moving away.
It gets to a certain.
As soon as it gets to a certain point, I'm like, you know what? What else is there? What else? What's next?
Do the thing.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Do the thing.
Stop. Let it go, bro. He's gone.
But
into the ethos.
Yeah.
It's gone.
But then you think, but you still like the Browns. You still get mad about the thing.
Well, yeah, that's true.
We're all human.
Yeah,
like,
What
we all have our, I still want a Cadillac.
There you go.
Why do I want a Cadillac? Why do I want a fucking Cadillac? What is the point?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? I'll spend $80,000 on a Cadillac, and I'm going to die. I'm not going to be sitting there when I'm dead like, the Cadillac.
The Cadillac.
No, I'm going to be dead with the bones.
Like the
dude in the movie,
he was supposed to try to sound like a black person. When new Cadillacs come in.
What was that? Tropic Thunder?
I can't remember. No, it wasn't. It was like a '60s movie.
Yeah.
And so it was like a black lady he was going to be in front of, and so the black man said, okay, it was a black man and a white man. So he's like, listen, you gotta sound black. So he's like, okay, so what do you want me to say? He said, you gotta say something black. He's like, so what do I say? He's like, well,
what's up, nigga?
Yeah. No, he's like, I said, so say something about Cadillac. He's like, okay, I'll say something about Cadillac. He's like, okay, so they go in the house and everything, and he's like, hey, this is my friend Jeff. When do the new Cadillacs come in here?
Wow.
Like,
That's
yo, say hi first, man.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
This is my friend Jeff. When do the new Cadillacs come in?
Oh, it reminds me of
I was
that.
like, wow, bro.
Actually, I don't know why that reminds me of that. Other than it was just a white dude trying to pretend to be black.
Right,
So, you
right.
know, the one that was, it was Lenny Kravitz's mom.
Oh,
on
Roxy,
the Jeffersons.
Roxy Roper, wasn't it?
I don't know what her
I
name
think her
is.
name was Roxy Roper.
But she was married to a white dude
Yeah,
on the Jeffersons.
right.
And so they were going to a
It's
party.
Willis or something.
Yeah, so they were going to a party. You know, he always wore the suits.
Mhm.
They were going to the party with black people.
Right.
So he was like, it was his first time, so he was like, yeah, I'm jiving. So he's like, thanks for letting us hang in your crib. Yeah. Oh my God.
It's like, dude, stop. Like, don't even
Actually keep going because
Right,
this
right.
is hilarious.
Right.
You know what I mean? That person, I would have followed them around all night just to see
absolutely.
what they would say in
idiots.
any situation they would be in. I would have. I'm like, can we be best friends?
Right.
Can I record you?
For real.
Please let me record you. You're going to get punched in the face at some point.
For
I
real.
won't let them kill you because this is too entertaining.
Exactly.
Please just let me record you, bro. Please, you're fantastic.
It's funny, man, how some people, man.
Yeah. I was saying how, like, because actually it's funny because, like, Jesse's, like, has that, shit, I just said his name. Whatever. If I think to block it out, who knows, I might text him and be like, hey, I said your name.
Right.
You know? But, like, him and his wife, they're trying to come to your party.
Oh, okay.
But, like, we were always friendly, but like at the very beginning, until we had like real conversations. And he always came up. He was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Like his wife is like half Mexican, I think, and he's like half too, and something like that. But
right.
looks more white, you know what I mean? But when you get to know him, just a real, he actually is down to earth, but he does kind of have a bravado. He knows this about himself,
Right.
you know, and that's what to me was a little off-putting to me. You know, as someone who just talks like a blank sheet of paper because I don't have an accent.
Right.
You know, and I don't talk like a black person that is trying to be white. You know, like, hey guys, you know, like,
right.
you know,
Absolutely.
you know,
Absolutely.
and I don't talk like, you know, black people. You know, the scripts.
Exactly.
You know, I don't do that.
Hey,
brother, yeah,
brother.
Yeah, hey, brother.
I'm going to the north. North
North.
side.
Which way is north?
Yeah, north.
You know,
exactly.
You know, I just want to slap their lips off.
Exactly.
When I hear them, I'm like, you're not one of us.
Speak honestly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know that sounds foolish.
Absolutely.
You know that sounds foolish.
Absolutely.
You know.
But like I said, I have you know, folks that may not speak articulately, but they're not trying to put on this damn
absolutely, bro.
They're speaking honestly from their heart.
Bro, one of my best friends, was like that. And the thing is he could speak some things articulately because he bothered to learn them.
Right.
But then the other things he learned when he was younger, he still speaks them like that.
Incorrect.
So says those words.
Right. But it's still coming from an honest place.
He's not trying to do that.
Right. Exactly.
He's not trying.
Exactly.
He's trying to be articulate, and by the way, doing a good job.
Right.
But he still says certain words
that are wrong.
That are wrong.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
And I didn't give him shit for it because the context wasn't about that word that he said wrong. The context was bigger than that. So that's not the time to tear someone down. And,
exactly.
You know,
they're making a point.
Yeah.
Now you gonna break down their freaking English.
Yeah. But thinking now, it might have been a benefit for me to say, hey, it's not Heath, it's heed.
Right.
You know,
Right.
my mom said, taking heed, not
right.
You know, it's not Heath.
Yeah,
Like you say Heath, people are gonna think of like Heathcliff, the cat.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like like it's
you're right. And
because what if he says that to someone else?
You're right.
And then in that circle, he looks like a fool.
Right.
Because they only concentrate on that word and not the bigger picture of what he was talking about.
Absolutely. Yep. You're right. And in that situation, yeah. If your goal obviously was to be helpful, you should have said something.
Yeah, but I was probably too young at the time to say it, to articulate it in a way that it would have seemed conducive. It would just seem like I was a douche
because you're young.
Because I'm younger. I would be like,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's actually
and absolutely. Sometimes you have to know too when not to overstep.
Yeah.
Only because
here's the thing: I didn't know why I wasn't overstepping. I only know that now.
Right. Yeah, and that's the funny thing.
I just didn't do it.
But it's funny too how sometimes you have that
you have that feeling. It's like a color.
It's almost
like it doesn't. You know what I mean? It just presents itself as that's too much.
Right.
Not, or that color's too dark. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You can't articulate it sometimes until way later.
Absolutely.
You know,
but you just know it's not.
You just know it's not. I can't do that.
It's either dark or not.
Yeah.
Or light.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean?
And
it doesn't happen like that all the time.
No,
sometimes you're completely wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You totally should have said something.
Yep.
And then you're just sitting there talking.
Yeah. Yeah. Which happened to me the other day too.
That happens to me. Here's the thing. Now it happens to me. It used to take months or years to figure that out. Now it takes days.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
And I'm like, or sometimes hours, or sometimes minutes. And I'm like, you should have said that thing.
Yep.
What?
Absolutely.
What were you doing?
Absolutely. And it usually, even here lately, it catches quick. I mean, it hits me quick.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I should have said such and such and such.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You're saying you're like, it leads, but that happens to all of us. But you're actually sharper now. You're sharper now. Because those things, they probably weren't that important.
Right.
But the significant things, you have a fucking keen eye on those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. But I'll say this, and it's just the God's honest truth. More so, as I've had more conversations with you, with your brother, he wasn't with him. I don't care. I'm sure they don't care if they ain't talking.
No, they don't. They don't care. They're fine with it.
Okay. But anyway,
I'm talking about anybody being on prison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool. Anyway,
did I say on prison?
Yeah.
Prison? Yeah, he's on the top of the prison. He's just sitting on top, just looking down at everybody else.
Oh, shit.
I hope I didn't make you forget where you were going to say.
I kind of lost it.
I lost it too.
Oh! I was saying that
God.
I spoke when I speak since I've spoken more so to you all, and I think I kind of it's kind of like the penny the penny you save a penny and then you double it every day. So the first time it's only 2 cents, and then by the time you double it, a few hundred times or something, it could be like $1 million.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? $1 million. So that's my point. Is like the evolution, or the brain sort of activity, being able to kind of draw certain things is because of muscles being
exercised,
and I feel it getting stronger.
Yeah, yes,
and that's the only way that I can put it.
Because
and it seems. I'm sorry.
No,
and it seems it seems like the penny. The growth seems much larger,
exponentially
larger now. in a smaller amount of time than in the past.
But that's the thing. I mean, sometimes those things they grow leaps. Like we were just talking, or I was just talking to my nephew, your grandson,
right?
And he was saying, I feel like it's leaping.
Yeah,
like those are conversations that he's having now that are unlocking this in his young mind.
Right.
That's rare, but also fucking great,
amazing.
Good.
Yes.
Really fucking good.
Amazing.
You know, but that keeps happening.
Right. Right.
He's under this illusion, kind of that he might reach his peak around 25. I'm like, oh, baby, you're just going to be getting started.
Absolutely.
You're just going to be getting started,
and that's the crazy thing about the mind.
Yeah.
Really
you think you've reached a capacity, like you think you're at capacity, bro. It's just another pathway to something else.
Absolutely, and
to another ceiling. You just need to open that door.
And they've done studies on how much of your brain you actually use, and we ain't using nothing.
10%, but I think most people are using 7 seconds.
I was say 10%.
7 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, I know you would about to say no damn 7%.
They just put the Cheerios in the thing and pour the milk. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
And that's it.
Yeah.
They're done.
You know what I mean? And a few more can make eggs and bacon. You know what I mean? And some of them without the shells in the eggs. You know?
Eggs.
Egg and bacon. Stick.
Exactly.
Raw.
Don't even break the egg. Just
burn my hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Like cavemen, just fucking.
Absolutely.
As school teachers, you know what I mean? Booga booga.
Exactly.
Booga booga.
Teaching your children.
And they're like, what did he just say? I don't know. But,
yeah.
And then, but like, by a certain grade, they're like, booga booga. And you're like, oh, fuck, well, now they're all, we're raising more cavemen.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
But I think that it's you've always had this thing as far as like how even tempered you are, because none of your kids, me being the oldest, are even tempered. We're savages all in different ways, you know. But we've learned more even tempered stuff just by the savage things we've said to you over the years.
Yeah.
You know, and how you've taken 98% of it.
Yeah.
In a good way. A few things you reacted. If we're talking about the track record over the past decade, a few things you've reacted like, what? A few things, but only a few times. So for all three of us, we've had this conversation.
Right.
All three of us have, you know.
Right.
It's been like, I just can't believe we're sitting, and he's just like, yes. You know, I understand. Son.
Right.
And like, we get off the phone, it's just like, but how did he do that?
Yeah, wow.
But we absorbed hard life faster than you had to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So in a way, like that thing that kept you calm, like when you were in our lives at first, and then you were out of our lives, and then back in it, but that thing that kept you calm was allowed to still grow over time. Right. You know? Where it was just, you know, fire. Constant fire for us. You know? And then we just blew that shit at you. So it was amazing for us to see. Right. It was like, how can a person do that?
Right.
So but like, so you were learning in a different way of why that fire was and why all those things are happening. But we were learning from you a sage type of thing, you know. So as much as I can pop off and be like, this fucker, like, you know, you were driving, you saw me driving with,
right.
Like, I can get a little animated when someone does something stupid on the road.
Absolutely.
You know, pretty sure I scared Maggie a couple times.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. She was like, oh, I'll put the seatbelt on now.
Wow. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. She didn't have to say it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, wow.
She's fantastic, by the way, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I can see that. I know I'm still abrupt. I still have a long way to go. And when I die, I will still have a long way to go. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're never going to figure it out.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You're never going to figure it out. You just hope to be as close as you can by the time it's the end. We're all human, and we're all going to live a short life. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Eve. Put the apple down.
Absolutely.
What were you doing? What were you thinking?
That's what I was saying. I think we were having that conversation the other day. Like, why the fuck didn't God choose Job for the first person?
Oh, yeah. What, Joe Rogan?
Job.
Oh, Job.
Job.
I said
Joe Rogan.
No,
you're seriously been fucked.
Yeah,
seriously been fucked if he picked Joe Rogan first. I think
we might have been better than Adam.
You know what though?
No,
he probably would have said, "You know what, E? What the fuck are you doing? Eating this apple, bitch?
Why was eating his bison and jalapenos?
Exactly.
What are you doing? We got the bison and jalapenos.
He said not to eat that.
He said not to eat that. I ain't eating
that shit. Yeah,
what
exactly.
are you doing?
Absolutely.
I'm about to go over and do my podcast.
Absolutely.
Fucking host the show.
But you know, Job.
Yes.
Yeah, he wouldn't have done nothing.
Yeah, he would have done. Yeah, he would have done
Ain't
nothing.
No way in the world.
And my thing is, even if you start with Adam,
right?
Fucking etch a sketch, bro. Like, get rid of everybody and start again.
Absolutely.
So we have to live in this fucked up world.
You know what? Pop that out, throw them in the trash.
So much pride.
All right, here we go. Let's do some more. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe God is white. I'm saying, bro. So much pride.
Well, you know,
I can make this right. I can make this right. Babies are dying.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
What? We're just going to fix it. We're just going to fix it.
I can get it. I'll get it right. I'll get it right. I got it. You don't know. I'm just building this company, and it's going to be this. It's going to be this. It's going to change everything, man. So I'm just going to make this heaven. He's going to put all these pearls on the gates to make bro. It's going to be. It's going to be all right.
So the dude that goes out. Oh no! I don't need to stop and ask for no damn directions. I know where I'm going. He was made in God's image, right?
God's image. Roy Jones was made in God's image.
Did he say he made man in his own image?
Yeah.
So those people are men, and he said he made men in his own image.
Yeah. So here's a problem with that. He makes them in their image. They go out thinking, like, no, I got this. I can do this. I can lose 30 pounds. Roy Jones Jr. I can lose 30 pounds and fucking fight Antonio Tarver. You know what I'm saying? My own way. I don't need a nutritionist.
Absolutely.
You know? But here's the thing. We don't have God's powers. He can do that and still be God. He can do that and still just fly up into space and be like, you know, the sun, I made the sun and all that shit. But we're human. So then we do that and it ruins our lives.
Absolutely. So they say, so everyone that says, okay, God is perfect, and
I say he's a perfect progression.
Right. But what I'm saying to you is he still made this earth, and this earth is definitely not perfect.
Yeah, but my point
on ain't perfect.
No, my point is this: perfection, in a way, is never going to happen.
Right.
You're like the closest thing you can say to perfect is the ability to learn and get better.
Absolutely.
So that's what I mean by perfect progression.
Right.
Absolutely. And he is the embodiment of that. And there's very few of us that have gotten that, if you even believe in God. And who even knows what the fuck, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Fuck your religion. You know, and I said fuck, and I don't give a fuck. You know?
Right, absolutely. But the thing about it,
you know what I mean?
Religion
all those people
was man-made.
It was man-made. God wasn't man-made.
Exactly.
God was just God. You know what I'm saying?
So you say, you're cursing God when you say fuck religion, but you're not.
You're not. You're cursing religion.
Cursing religion. You're cursing what man made because a lot of it is flawed.
It's bullshit. A lot of it is true bullshit.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. And again, I'm talking about the parts that man made.
That man made. You know?
Yep.
And that's to say, also, in the image, you know, God made man, and so all of those flaws, they kind of attach right back to the source.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know?
It has to.
Yeah.
It has to, because you can't talk about the end without talking about the beginning.
Yeah.
There's no end.
Yeah.
If there's no beginning.
Yeah. That's true.
There you go.
You know, so yeah, man, like
Yeah.
he's sitting there, he's he's making the people.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably just like a dude like when they first start a store. When a white person first when they first fucking own a company and they're like, we're gonna have all these things, all this shit, and then the taxes come, and then the fucking the thing comes, like the bill, you gotta pay the building fund,
yeah, exactly,
and they're like, oh,
electric bill comes, and whatever comes.
Now I gotta tax the employees,
and now the people want some medical.
Yeah,
now they want to go to the hospital.
Yeah, yeah. Oh shit! I just thought there were going to be people that work for me. I didn't know I was going to have to take care of them because they're actually people.
Exactly.
And that's kind of feels like when you read the Bible, it kind of feels like that. A little bit. Like he was like, I'm going to start this new store. I'm going to make the sun. I'm going to make the moon. Like everyone's going to love me. The first thing he did, the woman fucking was like, now we're going to eat the fruit that he said we shouldn't eat.
Because he
was like, wait, what?
Exactly.
And then the man did it too. Yeah, because he wanted her pussy. That's why. Like, you didn't know he was going to want her pussy?
You're right.
You didn't know because you made him a man, you know he's going to be weak?
Exactly.
But you're God.
Exactly.
Yep. You know what I mean? And then the second, well, the brother killed the brother.
Exactly.
Yeah, great track record. Etch and sketch.
Yeah, it should have ended it.
You know what I mean?
As soon as.
By the way, Noah, no good, drunk, got naked in front of his kids. You know what I mean? His youngest kid, you know what I mean, got all fucked up. So even the ones he was like, "Oh, you're good," he was like, "Yeah," and then he was like, "Yeah." Took all of his clothes off, drinking the old fucking sake. Like at that point, still too proud.
Yeah, exactly. You should
like the one that wanted to save everybody is all busted, and you're still like, be like, you know what?
He saved every. Yeah, exactly.
Shake that motherfucker. We're about to start this over.
You know what? Let's poke a hole.
Let's just say, I'll put a mural on the wall. Say they were there. You know what? They were there. Right. And now we started over.
Exactly. And then Noah. You know what? Noah built the ark, but it didn't work.
It didn't work. You know what I'm saying? But you also have the problem.
It had a flaw in the design.
But I'm saying, but here's the thing. He made the angels, they're coming down fucking the humans. Yeah. Like, look, there's a lot of flaws in a lot of his designs. Yeah. First of all, do they have dicks or penises? Did they make, do they have like angel dicks? Like,
I don't know.
Where'd they fuck the humans? So he gave the angels dicks?
Exactly.
What was he giving them dicks for? I thought they were angels. Like,
exactly.
Did they make their own dicks? Were they like, were they so powerful they could make the dicks to fuck the human girls?
Like, what the hell, man? But that is something. Like,
it's also very strange. Right. Like, it's also very big, and hopefully the only thing this part of it is doing, like us talking about this, is making you ask questions.
Now, the thing is,
ask questions.
Do you remember the phenomenon I said about people getting mad at you for pointing out something that actually is?
Yeah, God does that.
But what I'm saying is, people are going to look at this podcast, and the fact that we brought out that this happened, it's facts. What happened in the Bible, obviously, they believe in, right? Yeah. Right. So what did you just say about what was you just saying about? Oh, damn it. It was part of the Bible. You were talking about damn.
Oh no. Am I gonna have to pause this?
Can you rewind it or look at it? Or you can't?
No, because it'll fuck it up. Okay. Yeah.
But anyway, you were talking about something in the Bible about about something that happened anyway. But what I'm saying, it was sort of illuminating it in a bad light, because it was a bad light. But what I'm saying to you, people get mad because we illuminated that.
And it bothers them.
It bothers them because we illuminate that because it ill reflects on God.
Yeah. No, it reflects on their belief.
Exactly.
It infringes on their belief.
Absolutely. So do you seriously think God is up there saying, you know what? They just said what happened in the Bible. I'm going to be mad at them.
No, I don't think he does that now, but I think
what I'm saying is that doesn't even make sense, dude. That does not even make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
How would he even be upset about what he ordained to be written?
Hey, he was the same one who was like angry at his people because they were doing they were like getting naked and fucking jerking out to the calf. Right. You know, and so he was like killing them.
Oh,
and then Moses was like, so you brought them out here to kill them? Like, how are you going to bring them out here? So, and that what I'm saying is kind of similar. You know, he's actually mad at himself,
right?
You know,
absolutely.
But he's gonna blame it on them and kill them. You brought them out here. This is you, baby. Like, then you engineered this whole thing. Now you're mad at the result.
And then
it's your fault.
And then when Moses, when Moses brought that up to him, he stopped. So why did he stop?
Because he knew he was wrong.
Absolutely. Why do you stop doing something if it's right?
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
You know what's right.
Oh, good for you, Moses.
Exactly.
Put him over there and just kept killing
him.
Exactly. Yeah. But he was like,
what he should have done.
Yeah.
And I wish he would have finished all the rest of the whole thing.
And Moses too, no offense, Moses.
Exactly.
Because he killed Moses too anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
He killed him anyway.
Exactly.
He tapped the rock and he killed him.
You know what? I done fucked this whole thing.
I fucked this whole thing up. But he was like, you know what? Jesus.
He'll make it right. Oh my God.
And then Jesus got here and he was like, God,
are you
what the fuck?
Yeah, like, yo, are you, wait a minute. Whoa.
Can I just go back to your mouth?
Exactly.
I would just be like, can I just go back to your mouth? Exactly. I would shout all these motherfuckers out of existence. I've had enough.
Right, exactly.
I've had enough. New podcast coming, I've had enough. You know, I've had enough.
He even tried to get out.
But he was like, you know, but it's God, so I got to do the thing.
You know, but your will be done.
Here we go. Oh, here's the nails.
Yeah.
Peter's got to do the
even
thing.
He was like, yo, this was
the chickens and shit.
Yeah. Even he was like, yo, this was a mistake.
Yeah.
At that point, let me know. I don't want to save these
motherfuckers.
I ain't trying to save them.
Now we do realize humanity. I realize how fucked up it is. You know, Mary Magdalene and everything. You know, she was the hope. She had a really big butt. God, did you know that? Dad, did you know she had a really big butt? That was hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, look, I'm gonna go back in your mouth. I'll be the word.
Exactly.
Actually, you know, we'll speak this whole thing out of existence.
Exactly.
We'll start again on Mars.
Exactly.
It's got or Saturn. It's got the rings. You know what I'm saying? We'll make it to where you can breathe on the thing. It'll be fun. It'll be fun, God, Dad. You know.
Wow.
But let's get rid of these.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Or tried to get out of saving us, man.
He did. You know.
And it would have been the right.
Now he's just sitting there. Now he's just sitting there on the couch next to God, like shaking his head.
I see.
You know, he's like,
see. I should have saved these crazy motherfuckers. I should have saved them.
I'm not going to say anything because you're going to fuck me up too.
Exactly.
But he's just like,
I'm the word, but
we're watching this on the big screen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? We got the big screens. God's got the big screen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He's got the surround sound, bro. He's got the fucking. You got the movie theater sitting there, all 100 feet tall, just sitting there. You know, Jesus is like 20 feet, so he's like, damn. No. You know, just had enough.
Exactly.
Jesus probably had enough. He's like, no, Dad, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna happen.
Exactly.
Like, Trump is president.
Exactly, man.
Where are we getting this? The person that's going to make everyone look.
Yeah.
Trump is president. Like,
exactly.
You said everybody was going to look at one person, but Trump is president. And it's like, Dad, I know you're a Republican. But, I've always leaned left. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I like the reefer. I know you don't like the reefer, but I'm just saying, man. Like, Trump is president. Should we reconsider?
That's what I'm saying. You got all of that and need to lead all the way down to fucking Trump. And you did not let the nuclear bomb or
and there's babies getting raped now. Bro, I just,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just
the sickness of
what?
Wow, no, it's who is it? Oh, there's somebody sent a nice picture. I guess.
Oh, they sent you sent the Hawaiian picture. Yeah. Shit, I got pissed again. I'm just gonna pause it this time though.
Okay.
All right.
Not like a hard idea.
Yeah.
If you actually think, and that's all it is people just don't use their minds and they refuse to.
It kind of goes with what. Okay, so we're back, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop it too, because I just wanted to be like, okay, we are back, but now we're probably gonna move on to a whole another topic. So
Gotcha.
This will be part 2. That's what it's part 3.